Hi there. Today I wanted to share with you a few recommendations to help you increase your chances of getting your mortgage approved. Number one, don't close any credit accounts. This is not the best time for you to get rid of unwanted accounts because some of them might be helping you have a strong credit score, especially if you manage to always pay them on time. The rule of thumb here is the older the account, the better it looks on your credit score, as they tend to boost your score. Number two, don't apply for new credit. Every time someone does a credit check on you, it hits your credit score, especially if you've done it over 3 times during a 12-month period, as it would send the wrong message to most lenders out there. It would tell them that you're desperate for funds, and you don't want to send that message. Okay? Number three, don't increase your debts. This is pretty simple. The higher your debt load, the lower the amount you would qualify for. So I would strongly suggest you to try to pay down your debt, or at least if you're not able to do that, at least maintain it. Okay? Because remember, lenders are gonna take into account, they're gonna factor in your overall pool of debt to determine how much money you are eligible for. Okay? Number four, don't skip a payment or make a late payment. 35% of your credit score comes from your credit history, right? Therefore, by doing that, you would be dramatically hurting your credit score. And the key here is that the more recent the transaction, the higher the impact it has on your credit score. Number five, don't move your money around without a paper trail. Should you need to transfer funds either between your accounts or between third-party accounts, remember to keep track of those transactions, especially if you're dealing with large amounts of money, as lenders will need to determine the legality uh, of those transactions. They want to need they want to see they want to make sure that those funds are coming from legal sources. Okay, so you may want to file receipts, wire transfer copies, or any supporting documentation in case they ask for it. Okay, number six, don't buy a car or any big ticket item for that matter. Boats, RVs, motorcycles, all these expensive items will come along with a UC monthly payment. Okay, and that monthly payment will definitely hurt your cash flow because that amount, that monthly payment, is no longer available to service the rest of your debt or to pay down your mortgage. That portion of your income is gone. Okay? In fact, once you've acquired an expensive item before buying your home, you will no longer qualify for the amount that you were pre-qualified for, unless you got a salary increase or promotion in the same proportion. Okay. Number seven, don't change jobs if you can help it. Obviously, if you're getting a substantial salary increase or you're being promoted, you may wanna switch jobs, right? However, the rule of thumb here is that most lenders out there are looking for at least a 2-year tenure job, as that would tell them that you're no longer on probation, right? And that your income is likely to be a steady one, because lenders love job stability, and that's usually a mandatory requirement. Whether you stay in the same industry, in the same sector, or just continue working for the same employer, that's a that would be more convenient when it comes to your overall profile. And number eight, don't spend your savings. Those funds that you manage to save for both your down payment and your closing costs, um, you want to keep them in your possession for at least 90 days before closing your deal. And the reason behind that is because lenders are going to ask you for documentation. They're going to ask you for bank statements, RSP statements, or any financial instruments where you may have been parking these funds, right? They want to see, they want to ensure, uh, just to comply with anti-money laundering regulations, they want to see the legality of the source of these funds. So that's why you want to keep them in your accounts for at least 90 days before your deal closes. Okay. Um, Thank you so much for your time. I'm convinced that if you follow these simple tips, you're on your way to being approved for the mortgage you need. Okay. Thanks for checking out my video, and I'll see you next time.